All right. All good to go.
In the late 90s, access to HIV treatment was limited in southern states.
What the frig was that ad? All right, hold up. Assignments, I got those done. Claim, dispatch again. All right. Call. All right, what do I not have enough of? I feel like I don't have enough of this one. Protein rice and this. All right. Let's do her and her. Confirm. And then we need this one. Rania and Asta. Confirm. Hey, welcome to Stream Starter. How are you? I'll be honest. I've already done some wishing off stream. The reason why I did it off stream is because what I was wishing for was not around May. I was wishing for Blade. Where the frick is my Blade? Fortunately for me, I won my 50-50 without having to spend any money. But I have not gotten his Lycon yet. Right now I'm using the Battle Pass version at the moment. Speaking of Battle Pass, I still don't have... Do I even have it? I don't think I got him right now. I think I did get the new Battle Pass. Name is Honor. Let's see. I do have it. Awesome. Hold up. I'm actually trying to do the Forgotten Hall. Like, this is the first time I've been doing the Forgotten Hall. I've already done
the Forgotten Hall.
I've already done like a lot of it. But I'm trying to see how far I can get or if I can complete all of it. Especially to try to get some more wishes for his light code. Hoping I win my 50-50 because I'm on my 50-50 for both of them. Anyways, let's do this. This one, ice, fire. I see. I feel like this team, that, and Natasha should do. And then the second one, how do I switch? I'm trying to switch L2. I mainly play this on my mobile, so I don't really know the controls too much. Let's see. We're gonna do her, Bronya, and who else? Yeah, I don't really have a good like buffer character aside from like buffer or debuff character. No, the good buffer character is Bronya, but my debuffer is Silverwolf, but she's on the other team. Trying to figure out. I could do her, but I don't have her stuff leveled up. I guess we'll just do Kafka and you. Alright.
Enemies ahead. Up for a scrap?
Will of preservation.
100% quick. So you yeah.
But yeah, how's your day?
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Hey, welcome to Stream Fossil. How are you doing? Yeah, I plan on doing Runway story quest today. I'm just doing the Forgotten Hall, at least as much as I can, since it doesn't really take that long. Especially since you can just auto through everything. Yeah, maybe I should have upgraded Pella's relics.
Sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Time for a buzz. This is double speed. Nap time.
Merciful Medicus.
Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
A miracle.
Lance forward.
Hopefully I get them done within the required time. I'm trying not to take as much time as possible, but I might have to do this manually.
Immortality means forever.
Time for a buzz. Who's next?
It took a lot longer than it should have, but it's whatever.
I taste malice in the air.
Show your courage.
The moon shines on the truth. Does that hurt?
Bro, what was the requirement? Win at least with 12 cycles left, so dang, I might not even be able to do that because I wasted a lot of time on the first one. Yeah, I don't think there's a way.
Blade of moonlight.
I just got done breeding Cushion Cats and Honkai Sorrel. Is that the new event?
In lunar flame. Time to say bye. Boom. Stand still.
Okay, it looks like I'm about to do this within 12 cycles.
Relax.
Alright, return. And then I should be able to do this last one right here. I think I gotta switch this, right? How do I switch? R2? Yep. I should be able to do it. Yeah, you can do it after completing Ron May's story. Oh, okay, so I should definitely get that done before starting on any of the extra stuff. After this though. Try to see if I can collect
Malice in
everything.
the air.
Anyways, hey, welcome to stream, Happy. How are you?
The moon shines on the truth.
Right now I'm just
Show
doing
your
Honkai Star Rail, as you can see.
Does that hurt?
I'm thinking about spending more money to get like other characters. Cause like I feel like Ron May is
Blade of moonlight.
such a strong harmony character, especially for fighting bosses that have like a ton of like what do you call it? Shield breaks. You know, a weakness break thing. You know those weakness break shields. If they have a ton of those, I think Ruan would be so good for that.
Time to say bye. Boom.
By the way, guys, I still haven't even leveled up my my spear or accessories for any of my characters. Or if I did, they're like really crappy.
Crush them.
I wish farming was more simplified in Star Rail at the very least. Because in Star Rail, you gotta get 2 artifact sets. The 4 main piece and then there's the accessory piece.
Try harder.
Lend me your strength.
Otherwise,
Time to say bye.
all my characters would be like fully built by now. Takes so long just to do the world stuff. And to be honest, I haven't been doing that every day. I mean every week.
Relax.
Troublesome.
Try harder.
Lend me your strength.
Ruan May
Time to
Silverwolf
say
combo.
bye. Boom.
Yeah, I'm trying to go for something like that. But then there's also another Harmony character that they're going to be releasing, right? For Quantum.
In lunar
So that's the
flame.
thing. But for now, I'm focusing on Blade's light cone because I don't have his.
Troublesome.
Didn't hurt.
Oh my gosh. Everybody's on their last leg. Wait, I think they should be fine since they.
Crush them.
Since Bailu's here. Hopefully, she'll just revive them.
Finally, they've ended it.
Yep.
Blade of moonlight.
What's in your prescription? Troublesome.
Didn't hurt. Time to say bye. Boom.
Alright.
Up for a scrap?
I should be able to take care of this.
Will of preservation. 100% quick. Time for a buzz. Bad news. I'm okay. This is double speed. Lance forward! Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Time for a buzz. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Ready?
Not a scratch.
Well, that did like literally little to nothing.
See you later.
That's better. Who's next?
Something for everybody.
Lance forward! Not so fast. Time for a buzz. Nap time. Zoning out. I can help.
Dang, I probably would have to upgrade Blade just to be her.
This is double speed. I'm okay.
See you later.
Yeah, I don't think I can do this
Just a little something. Think nothing.
within 12 cycles or with 12 cycles left.
Ready?
Out Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Why does that do like little to no damage? What? Does he have like major resistance or something?
Who's next?
Something for everybody.
Not so fast.
Yeah, this one I won't be
Can
able
I
to
have
beat.
fun this time?
Let's see, return. Yep. Damn, I think they're purposely not aiming at her because they don't have any like weakness break on her. But that I'll have to do later. Alright, I guess we're gonna just do the story quest. Hold up, let me go collect this actually.
Do you want to enter the forgotten?
Might as well take this. Actually, how to do that? This one. I'll get it one day. Might as well do my dailies too. Only gotta do one more and then I should be good. Aw man, the wababoo.
The moon shines on the truth.
Luckily they're close this time. That's awesome. Alright, get you. Why are you so angry? Should be like one over here. Yep. I haven't touched Forgotten Hall for months other than the easiest challenge for dailies. Yeah, me too. Like literally, me doing the Forgotten Hall just now, that's literally the first time since near the start of the game that I touched Forgotten Hall. Yeah, you know, I was like, you know what? Maybe I should start doing it now. I'm near being strong enough to do the end game stuff. Not enough just yet. Like, if you look at a lot of my relics, right? Like, you see, like, my spear, I haven't leveled that up because that isn't the one I want. It's like some crappy one. What is it? Yeah, it's not that bad, but like, it's preferred that you have like ice damage, right? But obviously, I'm just waiting till I get that. Same thing over here. These accessories. That's HP. That's defense, and the subsets are pretty terrible, especially for what do you call it, Bronya, because she needs a lot of crit damage. But apparently, with the new relics, I should be scrapping these ones, but I'm just keeping it on for now since, you know, it's whatever. Yeah, it does increase crit damage. That's literally the only reason why I'm using this thing. Anyways, and then what else do I have? Yeah, there's a lot of accessories I don't have leveled up. Like, and the ones I do leveled up, they're like for like the simple characters like Bailey or Trailblazer or Fire Trailblazer, whatever you want to call it, preservation and whatnot. Oh, I had to talk to the Wababu first. I thought I completed it. Yeah, I think I'm on like 40 pity or something. 40 pity for his light cone, but it's not guaranteed, so that's the thing. Alright, let's go do travel log. Ron May, let's go. Here's some good news. Ron May's at the space station. Ron May? Who's that? Genius Society, number 81, Ron May. I called her and it's Ruan here to talk about some important matters. Come back when you're free and introduce yourself to her. That way she knows who's the person that's been testing the simulated universe. Remember to show Ron May some respect. You don't usually get many chances to meet her. I am kind of interested about her character too. Especially after looking at her trailer and everything.
A name that's both new and familiar.
Familiar? Why is it familiar? Hold up. Might as well switch to a team that has Traveler in it, right? Yeah, this works. I say Traveler, but I meant Trailblazer.
I thought Member 4, Polka Kakamon, had gotten rid of most of the society members. I didn't have a lot of hope for this. Oh, look who's here.
You're back.
There's quite the crowd here today.
Of course! This is a summit between 3 geniuses.
It's a special time. All departments are preparing to welcome distinguished guests from the Genius Society. Madame Ronmei doesn't like fanfare and probably wouldn't appreciate a crowd to welcome her, so I asked the researchers to keep things simple.
I took her to see the portraits of the society members a few days ago. I wanted to have the researchers make one for her as well, but she declined the offer. I don't get it. Whatever, as long as she's happy.
I heard Miss Ronmei likes snacks and pastries, so I asked the researchers to prepare some traditional desserts from the blue. All of them seemed to tickle her fancy.
Would I be able to meet Ronmei? Is Ronmei a great person?
That's like asking, is Herda a great person? The answer is obvious.
Miss Ronmei is the very image of a scholar. I heard she once took a little vacation on a desert planet. By the time she left, she'd miraculously created a boom in the local ecology.
She just wanted somewhere uninhabited to experiment with her life spiral system. Ruan is certainly very talented, but she hardly interacts with anyone. She lives like a hermit. Pity. Anyway, what more needs to be said for someone smart enough to become Herda's research partner, Hurry up and head out! Huh? See if you can find her.
Wait, did I tell you that in the 1.6 live stream we were unknowingly rickroled? No, I did not know. I did not know that.
I'm not sure, but she doesn't seem to get around much. She spends most of her time between the master control zone and the railway platform. Maybe you can start your search there.
Sorry, my family entered the room, so I was just handing them talking to them for a few minutes. Alright, okay. You already know me, you already know me. Oh, that's the username. Okay, invite us, Bill. Looks like we're in some juicy news. Oh? Don't leak this from the chat. Ronmei's coming to the station. She's already here. You're getting slow if you're a gossip. You really are something. But we're still preparing for the welcome ceremony. Ronmei doesn't appreciate it. I heard she's a loner even among the geniuses, so all her work was for nothing? Why didn't you give a heads up ahead of time? Herda's also turn a blind eye to what she does. That's the big shot special treatment. It's okay. I think it was around the part that they were introducing the Pinokuni characters. Oh, really? I'll be waiting. Then apparently Miss Ronmei's persona isn't all that great. Word? Is there ever a genius who's normal? Ruan seems pretty chill. Okay, fine, I'll give you that. And he's a robot, isn't he? Or an android? Robot or android? I don't really know. Hold up, let's talk to these guys first.
Miss Ronmei is the very image of a scholar.
Oh, okay, never mind. She's just repeating the same stuff. Guess we're going to the express. I'll break that.
There's someone next to the railway platform. Could she be...
Wait, she's with a trotter?
I have a feeling we're on the right track.
I'll check the data when I get back.
Whoa. She just touched me.
Hello. I hope I didn't startle you. This is a work habit of mine. Using touch to open my senses and letting the details of your biological existence flood into my brain helps me understand your construction as a living organism. Such is the basis of deconstruction and reconstruction. Do not be concerned. You are very healthy. In fact, impeccably so. A perfect experimental specimen. I like perfect experimental specimens.
There's a bit of a cake on the corner of your mouth.
Oh, really?
She's gonna leave it?
I expect the views here had me lost in thought. I don't usually go in and out of the space station, and only discovered today that it was blessed with such calm, open views. It is a wonderful fit for the sweet fragrance of lotus leaves, plum blossoms, sticky rice, and frosting sugar. Come here. Look. The blue planet is directly below us. It is so full of life. This dessert is very delicious. Here, take half.
Dang, we're getting indirect kisses now?
Delicious desserts remind people of how flowers look when they bloom. Ingest this dessert one bite at a time, and the sweetness will linger in your mouth. I hope you like it too.
Yeah, Ron made snack.
So, what do you think? I can certainly prepare more for you. It's become somewhat of a tradition to bring strawberry pastries when I visit Stephen Lloyd. His attendance seems quite dependent on them. An outstanding dessert. 10 grams of cubed sugar, 1 dried and salt-preserved plum blossom. Baking and cooking are the same as nurturing a universe. The heat must be controlled, planning must be meticulous, and one must not panic, no matter what happens. Unfortunately, there are still too many people in the space station. The clamor is not fitting for desserts. By the way, do you remember what my research is about?
Only that's about biology.
No, my research area is short stories about toilets.
What?
What's going on? What am I talking about?
I see. What a cute hobby. But remember, the next time something like this happens, it's crucial to mask your expression until you've ascertained the situation. If not, you'll be full of weaknesses that others can see through. Let's try again. Now, what else would you like to ask?
What did you feed me?
The dessert was tasty. I would like more.
What the heck?
Why can't I say what I want to say?
She's a
You
sperming
have
out of
the
me.
appetite. All right, I'll give you the recipe. Come and have a walk with me. A stroll is the most appropriate post-dessert activity. As the masses depart, there's an enveloping calm here. Just like in the no man's land I've ventured to in the past. Can you imagine a completely lifeless world? From there, you can glimpse the stars that lie at the very edge of the horizon. Following its celestial trajectory, the Great Teal Star illuminates an endless sea of white across both the sky and land. My mother and I navigated calm glaciers, looking for signs of life on that world, and encountered many bizarre phenomena. It was like finding the single correct piece in a mountain of jigsaw pieces. The process was convoluted and unimaginably difficult, but it was touching and enthralling as well. My apologies. It appears my words have left you perplexed. Please, don't be on edge. I bear no ill will. I haven't interfered with your linguistic faculties. Such an act would be impolite. I merely made a minor adjustment.
So she could do that if she wanted to. Okay.
A few days ago, I made my interest in you known to Herta. My intention is for you to serve as an assistant. Based on our interactions within the simulated universe, I firmly believe you fit the bill. I find extending trust beyond myself is challenging. A single error in detailed research can generate issues, and I despise matters that escape my control. Therefore, I added anti-truth serum to this dessert. It will not harm you. However, you will be unable to say what you truly think when answering questions related to me. Treat it as a layer of protection. This will shield my research and your personal safety. Once the problems have been dealt with, I'll give you the antidote.
Damn it, I shouldn't have taken it.
I can also reward you as compensation for being my assistant. I will fulfill your every wish.
I'm so upset.
Then I'll grant you even greater rewards. When I first arrived on the space station, I borrowed the phase flame from Herta. It's an invention of member number 29 Circle. I hope to be enlightened by other society members' results. A surge of creativity led me to explore the cultivation of life on the space station. In my imagination, these life forms would be a new variety that are born as geniuses. I plan to name them after Lambda, member number 8 of the Genius Society. I don't know where it went wrong. They possess their own sentience, but are nowhere near geniuses. Moreover, my free-range approach seems to have backfired. In a lab leak incident a few days ago, some of these little life forms ran away and scattered all over the space station.
Remember to pick out around me answers when talking to other NPCs and most of the results if you want to. Alright, don't spoil me, okay? I want to find out for myself, if that makes sense. I'd rather be surprised instead of being, you know, what do you call it? Instead of expecting it.
I do not wish for Herta or Asta to be involved in this. Therefore, I'm hoping you can assist in recovering these little life forms.
You try trusting me, you know?
I do trust you.
Why don't you want them to know?
This has nothing to do with them. Besides, the more people involved, the more problems there will be. The researchers are still treating these entities as visitors. I want to steer clear of making my presence known, so as not to cause undue disturbances. I entrust this to you. Once the little life forms are collected, simply find a proper place for them. The researchers in the Department of Ecology should know about this, and provide you with suitable advice.
Alright. Going over here, I guess?
It's getting late. Where to now?
What? A place where the space station stores dangerous experimental results? Why would anyone want to know that? Wait, did someone send you here to try to get things out of me? I'm not doing any private business on the space station. I have absolutely no knowledge of any special hiding places. And I certainly haven't sold any old junk rare treasures or discarded curios or anything like that. I'm not hiding anything at all. You're the sneaky one. What do you want? I won't talk to you if you don't tell me why you're here.
There are some problems on the space station.
Oh, that. You've got pretty good contacts if you know that already. The space station is a mess. Everyone's already swamped as it is. And now out of nowhere, there's a bunch of little creatures popping up. If you want to solve the problem, go check out the storage zone. Then you'll understand.
Alright, guess we're going back over here.
Will of preservation.
Actually, don't want to do that one. Oh, I gotta go that way.
There's so many people. This seems to be the place.
Option no, try to create life. Try to create life? I can do that?
Ruan May, member 81 of the Genius Society, a resounding name in science and the veritable epitome of life form cultivation. Researchers here have heard so much about her for so long. But once she arrived on the space station, she just took over everything. And what did Madame Herta do? Absolutely nothing. Yes, she's treating this place like her backyard. She's leaving her research notes all over the floor. The end result? Everyone's obsessed with getting their hands on them.
Everybody here is vultures. Alright, investigate.
Hey, guess what I got my hands on? Word on the street is that this is the downgraded version of Ruan May's life cultivation formula. It says 10 carats of ingenuity, 1 ton of practice, 30 particles of starquake, and a few drops of poisonous liquor for Madame Yu Ting-tu. Rumor has it that it once created a talking chair. Not a particularly intelligent one, but boy, did it have a sharp tongue. They dismantled it and used it for firewood. Can you believe it? Let's give it a shot, shall we? First things first, we need to pick out the ingredients.
A constant burning passion, a confidence that came out of nowhere, courage to drink 2 bottles of alkali in one go.
We need to add some other good stuff in, but don't go overboard.
IQ, EQ. I don't even know.
And now we mix them together. Wait! It says on the recipe, Ruan May makes different expressions when nurturing life. Yikes. Take a look at what you just cultivated.
A trotter, okay.
Ruan May likes to listen to the space station radio during her research. Some of us younger researchers are her super fans. We're always scanning different frequencies to find out what her tastes are. Do you know her favorite tunes by any chance?
Romney likes to listen to new style opera. Romney likes to listen to new style storytelling. I got no clue. Like, why is he even giving these options when I don't even know? Let's see.
No idea. I just listen to comedy skits. So, I really can't say anything about her.
As expected. You look like you belong in a comedy skit yourself.
Whoa. Alright.
I heard Madame Ruan May is very picky when it comes to snacks. Do you know what her favorites are?
Brown rice, plum, blossom kiss are fresh and salted. I don't know.
Fine. What a headache.
Molten cheese tart is the best. Its outlook is infectious. Its positive mood has influenced us all. What's our slogan again? 1. Stop complaining. Change your attitude and use the delicious molten cheese tart to stop the flow of negative energy. 2. Energize yourself. Increase your capacity for action and walk on the path of molten cheese tarts absolute conviction.
Our creed, molten cheese tart is the best.
Who is Molten Cheese Tart?
Oh, praise be! You don't know? Molten cheese tart is Madame Ron May's top fan. This is how it preaches. Those who offer their love are expressing admiration and affection for Miss Ron May.
What about Ruan's followers? What about Stefan's followers?
Oh, let me tell you something. Mr. Screwthum's followers are all very logical, but they're just awaiting the arrival of the mechanical aristocracy. Since you're so interested, I'll tell you how to secure an audience with the Honorable Molten Cheese Tart. You'll need to work hard to get there. You need to plaster hearts wherever Madame Ron May has been. If you're sincere enough, the Honorable Molten Cheese Tart will show itself.
Oh, just kind of like a Silver World's event. Sort of. Pay as many likes as you can where Ron May happens to go. Happens to go. Well, apparently this place is one of them, right? So... I'll put it over here. Does it really matter which one? I don't know. Probably not supposed to do that, but whatever. Or maybe I was? Ron May's creation.
So this is the little life form Ron May made?
The bag? The frick is this, a dumpling?
I am humbled to meet the Molten Cheese Tart. What are you frozen in place for? Oh, you don't understand the Honorable Tart. That's okay. No worries for situations like this. We've specifically concocted a synesthesia beacon.
Activate the synesthesia beacon.
Wakaka! I'm a genius among geniuses.
What? It actually made my voice. Immediately deactivate the specific synesthesia beacon.
That was way too risky.
Oh, Molten Cheese Tart says Madame Ron May has finally recognized my ingenuity. Molten Cheese Tart says, does Madame Ron May recognize me as a masterpiece? Molten Cheese Tart says, Madame Ron May still has not recognized me as a life form that passes the requirements. I need to work harder. Oh, such an enthusiastic Molten Cheese Tart. There's a kind of attachment reserved for the creator. To the world, you are but one person. But to me, you are the entire world. Oh, Madame Ron May. Hey, you! Yes, you! Don't you have anything you want to say to Molten Cheese Tart? You should at least express how you would like to follow Molten Cheese Tart. We wouldn't want to mistake you for an agent of gray bean paste, would we?
I like ashy face.
Ugh! Get lost and get as far away from here as you can! You see, the Honorable Molten Cheese Tart has always been fighting against gray bean paste in terms of flavor. The Honorable Molten Cheese Tart is a firm believer that people's lives need to be optimistic. They both hope to receive Madame Ranmei's recognition and have been working so hard.
How did Ranmei make desserts into life forms?
Of course. It's not like we have any followers of gray bean paste here. All the ones who came here to stir up trouble have been converted by us. They went from refusing molten cheese tart to loving it. This is called conceptual annexation of taste. It's genuinely puzzling. Despite molten cheese tart's remarkable qualities, why hasn't Madame Ranmei acknowledged it? It's clear that it yearns for her love.
What kind of love, though?
Love from the creator to her creation? Familiar love? Doesn't sound right. Romantic love? Definitely not. I don't know. Expecting me to understand love is like asking me to map the farthest reaches of the universe. Remember, as long as love is your compass, you're on the right track. And in the wise words of the Honorable Molten Cheese Tart, love must be shouted from the rooftops.
Can I talk a lot with molten cheese tart?
That depends if the Honorable Tart agrees to it. Oh? The Honorable Molten Cheese Tart has agreed.
You try to communicate with Ranmei's creation and get it away. You can throw those little monsters in here. Who the frick is this person? This is a one-way passage with the other connected to a storage zone. It's extremely safe. I'll say these guys are done. I put cinnamon on my tacos, no ass. Alright. It opens his innocent eyes wide. You now have to explain to it that this has to be done in order to send it back to Ranmei's side. It seems to believe that only by being compassionate can it earn Ranmei's approval. It seems resentful for being an unqualified life form. It seems eager to achieve great things and wants to fully embrace its own philosophy and is inviting you to join in. You have to be firm believing this is the best for it. Callously activate. Ranmei's little life form was ruthlessly flushed down to John. It will be safely transported to the storage zone. Oh, that was a toilet? Oh, it is a toilet. Arukubox, how's your progress? Sergeant Drug, come back first. An emergency's come up that requires your help.
You're here. Herta called Screwlum and I to the space station to discuss some important topics. She also sent an invite to Steven, but he didn't reply, and Herta didn't seem to want to wait any longer. And now, I wish for you to attend this meeting with me. I don't want Herta to worry herself over these frivolous matters, even though she probably wouldn't care anyway. Just in case, I want someone who will be on my side. In other words, you. Help me. It'll be easy. Just remember, my secret stays with you, don't pry too much, and keep your expressions in check.
Alright.
Alright, Let's go.
Hi, Ruan May. I've been waiting for you. Oh, you're here too? Looks like you two have become quite friendly.
It's good to see you, madam. Affirmation. This reunion has happened earlier than my calculations predicted.
Though you weren't invited, I welcome you to remember this historical moment. How long has it been since 3 geniuses were in the same room together? And how long will we have to wait for it to happen again?
Affirmative. Discounting our discussions on the simulated universe, our interactions are scarce. I look forward to the innovative ideas that may emerge from this juxtaposition of minds.
Cheers passionately. Bow politely. I don't know.
Let me get straight to the point. I think it's time to find another partner for the simulated universe.
You wish to kick Steven out?
No, of course not. Steven doesn't want to get involved and voted to abstain. Oh, whatever. Look, I respect the way people want to live, but he doesn't have the chance to be involved in this decision-making anymore.
Question. Are we introducing a 5th partner for the simulated universe?
Yes, a 5th genius. The reason for our gathering is clear to everyone present. What else could prompt such a gathering of brilliant minds except for the answer? No one can refuse the secret of the eons. Not even Xandar. We'll definitely get a response.
What if the responder is Polka Kakamond?
That'd be great! Hey, Lord of Silence, are you listening? I'm member number 83, Herda, and I want to meet you. I believe you and I will have a lot to talk about.
It's unlikely we'll hear from Polka Kakamond. She's been off the grid for quite some time. Probability, member number 64, Dr. Primitive, may appear.
That's a hard pass. Given Dr. Primitive's shady research practices and his tussle with the Galaxy Rangers, the IPC will surely turn this into a media circus. He can get lost. I'd prefer it if the simulated universe remained scandal-free.
You know, now that they mentioned the Galaxy Rangers, that reminds me of the one that they showed in the trailer, the one that looks like Raiden Shogun and Raiden May, Raiden A, Raiden May, and Raiden Shogun. Yeah. Whenever I'll see her.
Are you still in touch with her, Ruan May? Is she still alive?
Can we ask her to leave if we are to discuss this topic? The process will be long and boring. There's no need to take up other people's time.
Of course! You brought her in after all. It's up to you.
All right. Let me walk you out.
And what the heck is this?
Seems like a programming error.
Oh, this fragment of Ruan May. Have you seen it in the simulated universe before?
Not in the or yes, I have, but I didn't think that was around me.
The simulated universe is my home. I'm speaking nonsense again.
It's probably an isolated glitch.
Fine. I'm used to turning a blind eye to these things. It makes life easier. I am curious, though. Are you gonna keep it, Ruan May?
I probably will. Records indicate she likes this occurrence.
All right, I agree. As long as it helps you with your research, you can do whatever you want.
Come along. I'll see you out.
Alright, let's talk about these guys first. Oh, whoops.
What's wrong? You're not leaving. Depends on who they are.
The air in the space station has a pleasant quality. Affirmation. Knowledge flows within it. Dr. Primitive's true identity is not known to me. His previous transgressions against humanity lead some to conclude he may be an inorganic entity. Affirmation: all beings, organic or otherwise, should value peace.
It appears I was overthinking things. Impulsive behavior is pretty characteristic of her after all. Thankfully, it was just a minor scare. Still, meetings give me such a headache. It seems I'll have to stay put for a while. I see that you've recovered the life form in the master control zone. Thank you. Well done.
Didn't end up saying anything. Is there something I shouldn't hear?
No, you misunderstand. While Herta is tied up in meetings, you might find it more convenient to roam the space station. There's some things that I must tell you now. If I wait for the meeting to finish, then it might be too late. The retrieval of my life forms isn't complete yet. There's more than just one, and some are stored in a sealed zone. Herta uses that place to welcome visitors from across the stars, or to welcome members of the Genius Society. However, due to the Legion's invasion, it is no longer open to the public. And now my headache is stored there.
There are other zones in the space station, so Herta gave you permission to use this place?
She gave me permission and said no more. I'm giving you my access card. Give me your hand, and I'll input your fingerprint into it. Stay vigilant, Assistant. Should you come across a threat you can't handle, just alert me. I'll come to your aid no matter what. Remember, there is a giant incubator in the middle of the zone. That's where my headache is stored. Once you're back, come find me on the railway platform. Then you'll understand everything.
All right.
What would a sealed zone look like?
Probably like this then? I gotta bring Ho-Ho to here. Wait, a new teleporting zone? Awesome.
Buzz.
What's up with this unit? It looks different from the one in the master control zone.
Buzz. Madam Herta, open zone. Buzz. To welcome alien species, galactic visitors. High risk zone. Buzz. Service staff, inorganic life forms. Buzz. Permission status. Madam Ruan May. Permissions granted. Madam Herta, fine. As long as it keeps her happy. Buzz.
What is this zone
Class
for?
1 clearance zone. Buzz. Many esteemed guests. Buzz. May include dangerous persons. Buzz. Storage for Madam Herta's dangerous curios. Buzz. Madam Ron May's cultivated life forms. Buzz. Welcome. Buzz. Visitor, how can I help?
Classification of the robot job.
Basement 1, Transit Hub, Buzz. Basement 2, Shuttle, Incubator, Dangerous Curio Storage, Buzz. Corridor, Danger, Buzz. Welcome, visitor. What do you need, Buzz? Conclusion. You cannot enter. Probability 50%. Other paths are open. Assessment. Seeking directions. But suggestion. Proceed to basement. Locate records of cultivation path. Buzz.
Guess we go over here then. Whoa. How back into the station? This place is getting some alien isolation vibes. You look down, a strong sense of crisis creeps up your spine to the back of your head. You clench your fist in silence. Wait, is that the incubator? Entered safe zone. Select. What is this, a rice cooker?
The kindling for the phase flame is fascinating. Unfortunately, before the research could be completed, it vanished. I've initiated new attempts. The growth status of the two samples this time is promising. I incorporated personal taste preferences into the concept, but I'm uncertain about the outcome of such an action. They simultaneously possess two sets of emotional traits. They are at once cute, weak, sentimental, and sensitive, yet are also fierce, instigating, demanding, and confident. Interestingly, they also possess a kind of inclination, a yearning for their creator. It manifests as a natural, inherent emotion, similar to that of a baby towards its mother. Life towards sustenance, or the peculiar bond between humans.
Huh? What's that sound out there?
Cylindrical experimental pod is something you've only seen in movies. Seeing the empty cryo seed pod, you suppose the researcher once inside has been properly accommodated? Or what is this? I got no clue. The frick is this?
This is the headache Runmei mentioned? It's just a different flavor.
It refers to herself as Ashley Pace. It claims to be connected with a show. It was deeply distressed, crying profusely. Activate the synesthesia beacon.
I'm not one of Runmei's recognized works. Too much negative energy. Don't like negative energy.
You are a genius in your own way. Everyone feels that once in a while. Alright. It seems deeply remorseful, and there's a glint of resentment in its eyes as if it yearns for Runway's acknowledgement.
Why? Why am I a failure?
You gaze at Runway's creation, which appears to still be waiting sadly for Runway to come get it. Also, welcome to the stream, Yoru Shizuwa. How are you doing? A hint of compassion tugs at your heart.
What's that noise? Follow me. It'll be okay. I need to find a place for this little one. That sound seems to be from that locked room. How do I get in?
You want to get into that room? Oh. I feel like we're gonna get a boss battle or something. It seems to sense your fear and starts humming a song for you. I want to go over here though. Nope, that door doesn't open. But there's a chest over here. Investigate. You thought you could easily read all the data and theories on the screen with your hand. However, when you get to your feet, you find your utter consternation how small you are. You are puzzled as to why the screen is hung so high up in the space station, and at the same time your thoughts begin to wander. Snap out of your random imagination and realize that you have peaked as merely the tip of the iceberg of an entire space station's theoretical results. The realization leaves you in awe of the space station. In a circle around May's creation joins hands with each other. The frick is that? Freaking knew it!
Time to say bye. Boom.
For that, I should switch your
own way.
Game setup. Alright. Feel like these guys should be able to handle it. Ramen, why do you not turn right to look at us? Yeah, that seems depressing.
The moon shines on the truth.
Blade of moonlight. In lunar flame.
Do not concern.
I knew it was there.
Try harder.
Oh, that's the one that splits itself. Bro, how many turns do these guys get?
Lend me your strength.
Blade of moonlight.
Troublesome.
In lunar flame.
The moon shines on the truth.
To guard and defend. Crush them.
Blade of moonlight. In lunar flame.
Do not concern yourself with the outcome.
Oh, there's a bunch of
Never
them.
imagined there'd be so many of them. You're here too? Seems like this is the other end of that one-way path.
Guess he won't talk to me, I guess. Investigate.
The final days that member number 23 at Cha spent in the mechanical city showed me that even the longest of lives, such as hers, have a limit. I'm now certain that the outcome of this cultivation is failure. Life can exist in thousands of different forms, which means the form itself has no purpose. These life forms are very advanced in their own concepts, and can even trigger chain reactions such as synesthesia, but that is not what I desire. I'm starting to feel lost. Perhaps the question, what is the essence of life, never had an answer. Member 1, Sandar, have you ever felt this lost? Or resigned?
So it looks like she said a stop. With the extremely high resolution on the screen, every data label is clear, you start missing the error of the low resolution.
The moon shines on the truth.
Show your courage. 100% quick. This is double speed.
Blade of moonlight.
Lend me your strength.
In lunar flame.
Lend me your strength. What's in your prescription? Troublesome. To guard and defend, crush them.
Blade of moonlight. In lunar flame.
Give me some fancy boots.
Are you telling me to keep going?
Investigate.
Life is countless and varied in form. I firmly believe in that. Its beauty is like a myriad of flowers, and I want to pluck the one that never wilts. The patterns of all things always have complicated and enchanting exteriors, while their inner essences remain simple and plain. If we were to trace things back to their roots, just one equation would be enough to solve the confusion of all life. Ever since I was a child, I have always delighted in observing aspects of microscopic creatures, such as the speed with which slime molds devour objects. I have also gazed far and wide across the macroscopic world, investigating the progress of the universe up to this day. It was all very simple. I wish to discover the true essence of life, something that all individuals possess unknowingly, whether it is the materialism of their existence or an unknown entity beyond corporeal realms. To avoid blind faith in science, I cautiously raised a query. Would Ruan be able to peel away external influences? Just like pinpointing a coordinate, would she be able to uncover life's most primordial and beautiful form of existence? I thought of one life form that would truly lie beyond my reach, and that is...
An Aeon?
You bully! Troublesome. You bully! Time for a buzz. This is double speed. You bully! Lend me your strength. To guard and defend, crush them. Time for a buzz. Troublesome.
Blade of moonlight. Do not concern yourself with the outcome.
You know, I was not expecting a jump scare in Honkai Star Rail. Oh. I didn't realize there's a door that leads directly to right here, okay. Hey look, a farm. Leafy greens, which are considered repulsive and backwards food on some plants, are a delicacy here. Don't take this off. A note by the Department of Ecology is attached to the metal frame. How about this one over here? Nothing? The Department of Ecology keeps the growing plants in low temperature, dry, and airtight containers to ensure long-term preservation of vitality. And it looks like more of her creations right here. Read the record. The duration of sunlight exposure is a crucial factor affecting mood. Basking in the starlight has been proven to be an effective method to elevate negative emotions.
Sounds fitting.
Accommodate that ashy pace.
Stay here for a bit. Did something just open?
The plants in the incubator look familiar as they closely resemble an advertising image of a food product from the IBC. You are amazed by the Department of Ecology's ability to rack in extra income. Alright, they really want me to go in that door. Investigate. With the extremely high resolution of the screen, every data label is clear. You start missing the error of low resolution. Oh, yeah. Nothing left, right, or above me. Okay, we're good.
Hidden room. Buzz. Only Madame Ruan May has permissions. Please submit your ID. Buzz.
Show Ruan May's card.
Permissions granted. Buzz. Select from the below services. 1. Check historical incubation records. 2. Inorganic lifeform companionship chat service.
Alright. Inorganic lifeform companionship chat service.
Function has been damaged.
Buzz. Oh, well, what's the point? I didn't even give me that option.
Is this?
I thought of one life form that would truly lie beyond my reach. And that is an emanator. I cannot comprehend what an emanator is. Scholars view them as the executors of the Eon's power. So, when did it begin? And at what point did they become closer to the Eons than any other life form? At first, I tried to create a genius. I failed. That question has no solution yet, and a long journey of discovery still lies ahead. However, erudition isn't the only path in the universe. If we set logic aside, would there be more primitive and pure emanators on other paths? Of course there would be. Tazyronth. I was able to see the beginning and end of the swarm disaster through the simulated universe, obtain data on the Imperator and Sectorum and their descendants, replicate them, nurture them, and create a brand new scientific discipline. It is a logical decision. I will certainly succeed. The entity that I reconstruct will bloom into a life never before seen. Will Herta and Screwlum like this experiment? Most likely not. Therefore, before they realize what I am doing, I must hurry my work, as well as find a fitting assistant.
Permission granted. Buzz.
So she's the one that created the freaking bugs?
From the below services. 1. Check visitor records. 2. Open incubator entrance.
Check visitor records.
Madame Ruan May. Buzz. Alien species. Buzz. Man with plaster head. Buzz.
Plaster head?
Seems like there's something new.
Permission granted. Buzz.
That sound's coming from above. The moon shines on the truth.
Over here, there is. Oh wait, does this go in one big circle? I think it does. I just went in one giant circle.
Danger. Huh? There's someone in the distance. Who is that?
It's a plasterhead person or what? Oh, yeah.
Here, a genius move. And how will you counter it? Only an idiot would ask such a question. Just move this here. You look distressed. Something the matter? If that's the case, you better get thinking. Are you waiting for a sign? Time is ticking. Descend via the elevator. What you seek is there. Have you considered whether the answer to your question will be of any relevance to our current predicament?
Yeah, I've considered, but I still want to know who you are.
If the question is of no help, then don't ask it. Time is clearly precious to the both of us. Never mind. Allow me to clarify something. I know exactly who you are, and I'm aware you are in Ron May's employ. This was not my intended destination. I just happened to find my way here during my visit and saw what she was up to. My goals are roughly aligned with yours. Since you're here, I won't intercede. But should you fail, I will be forced to prevent some avoidable misfortunes. That's all you need to know. Just 2 paragraphs. Very effective communication.
Why do you wear an alabaster head?
Because I can't bear to see idiots. Of course, they wouldn't want to see me either. The real Ron May's creation is hidden in the giant incubator below us. Go. Take the elevator and bear witness to this genius masterpiece.
Has an area this big?
I don't think it was broken when I was over here, right? When I saw it last time.
An emanator of propagation clone? How can that be?
Another soon-to-be departed.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
Blade of moonlight.
Can I have fun this time? Time for a buzz.
Ooh, I should have healed when I had the chance.
Nowhere to run. All will be revealed in lunar flame.
Let's see.
Moran, time for a buzz. This combat meet. This is double speed. Time to show you what's in your prescription. Assistance is timely. Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend, crush them.
Blade of moonlight.
Let me tend your wounds.
Ready for death.
You'll pay for this. You took the bait. Time for a buzz.
It'll destroy the space station.
Hey, why is he always aiming at Bailey? Alright. We're just gonna try to do this.
Time for a buzz.
Alright, do that. We're
Time
good.
to show you what's in your prescription. Persistence is timely. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend, crush them.
Try harder. Blade of moonlight. All will be revealed in lunar flame.
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed. This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
Nowhere to run.
Can I help?
Ready for death.
You'll pay for this.
What's wrong, me?
After 56 seconds, the creature was unable to sustain its own existence and vanished as if it had never been born. The threat is over. Time to get going.
Is it over? I need to get some answers out of Run May.
Oh yes, we definitely deserve some. Guess we're going back to her? Yep.
The meeting of geniuses is over. As for the future of the simulated universe, that conclusion isn't important. What's important is your task. You look upset, correct? I regret my actions. There's no defending what I've done. Time and again, my experiments have fallen short, and they've always yielded predictable results. I made a clone, but it doesn't hold a candle to the emanator. Exactly as predicted. 56 seconds on the dot. Restrained by time and place, its code of life could only be considered an incomplete attempt. I managed to replicate the moment it was born. However, it would soon disappear and be reduced to particles. Like every living being, it inevitably faced its demise as it journeyed towards the end. I find no fault in that. However, even the briefest life should have meaning. I want to know the limits of its capacity. It will indicate how far I've gone in a field completely incomprehensible to me. And it was a minuscule step. Just as I had predicted.
Are you going to keep researching? What about life outside of research?
Indeed. This is how I keep the distractions at bay. I have to admit that research once made me obsessive. That wasn't a good period in my life. Though now I navigate it much more smoothly. I must admit, I'm not fond of scenarios where everything aligns perfectly with my expectations. An experiment should have its unforeseen twists. That's where the joy lies. Even the most predictable storylines can have their pleasant surprises. I have to admit that these little ones born in the process sometimes move me. I see a human-like response in them. It is a concept completely opposite to that of divinity. They have emotions. Emotions may be either positive or negative. However, the love rooted in the depths of their heart is eternal and unchanging. They're still a long way from becoming geniuses, and are therefore unable to discern whether this love is one of friendship, romance, or familial love. That being said, can even geniuses tell the difference? I cannot, at least. I do not understand what love is, and cannot respond to their feelings. Do you believe my actions were wrong? There's no need to tell me your answer. I just felt like asking the question. How should I take care of them? Perhaps leaving them at the space station is the best choice. Do I seem irresponsible? I'm sorry. I am often at a loss as to how to face my own creations. The effects of the anti-truth serum will also wear off. If others mention me to you in the future, you can answer however you like. Or even pretend you never knew me. After all, your memory of me will soon dissipate like smoke.
Memory? What?
Over time, hidden truths tend to surface. Past traumas, which I'd rather leave behind, have made me skeptical about trusting anyone but myself. If I do not want a secret revealed, the most foolproof way is to destroy it. The anti-truth serum will make you forget the brief period we spent together. It won't take effect immediately. It is a slow, intangible process, like the sweet fragrance of lotus leaves, plum blossom, sticky rice, and frosting sugar. Perhaps you'll remember someone performed selfish experiments on the space station, but you will no longer remember their identity. Perhaps we'll meet again someday, but you won't be able to connect me with the recollection. That way, the connection between life forms will be erased. Friendships, secrets, grudges, lies. All will disappear. It will make our lives more relaxing. I believe you. Screwlum will stay on the space station for a while longer. He and Herta still have problems they need to solve. As for me, I'm leaving soon and won't bother with goodbyes. Do you still remember the no man's land I mentioned? I'm considering a solo trip back there during my research downtime, just to see how things are.
Wait, did she mention that? Because in the trailer, I definitely remember that, but I don't think I remember her mentioning it here.
I miss member number 55 reaching too sometimes. She used to always make something delicious for me to drink every time we parted ways. I hope I won't meet member number 4 Polka Kakamond. That would be quite troublesome. Who knows when the next gathering of geniuses will be? Do you have anything else you want to say to me? I promise I will, Miss Assistant. If fate allows and you're interested, upon our next meeting, we could journey to No Man's Land and traverse its tranquil glaciers. Though I suppose it wouldn't be No Man's Land anymore. What a conundrum.
Ranmei has become a visitor to this race. You might come across Ranmei when you return to this race. Crown of the mundane and divine mundane troubles. Wow, that was a lot. Alright. Said you're back. Hey, welcome back, Fossilwar. You're back from real life business with a little bit about my issue with my social worker and some truth serum in my food, please. Just kidding. I wonder what would happen if I didn't take the food. I guess I'll just have to find out later or something.
Where there are people, there is noise.
As Asa not here, I'll go let her know. Welcome, new friend. The chat feels like deja vu. FR. Okay, let's get back to the topic. How do we deal with this situation? Accountability must be held. What accountability? So you still don't know? How do I check this?
Heritor Newsflash. Good evening, Madame Herta fans. This is an urgent broadcast. The great Madame Herta, member 83 of the Genius Society, has been targeted in an attack at the space station. Her current whereabouts are unknown, with no group having stepped forward to claim responsibility. Many Heritors are upset at the ineptitude of upper management, having issued strong protest and condemnation.
Oh, that's actually really cool how they set this up. Just look at this, they are walking all over us, positively assaulting Madame Herta at this rate. Yeah, right, and the management at this place station is for real so crappy. The Legion incident aside, how could they allow Madame Herta to be attacked on our own turf? It's just what is going on. I really hate these imbecile pests set in high places and do nothing, but then when all is said and done, after the Legion crisis, the space station has done a good job in revitalizing and rebuilding. You got a point. Those are two different kettles of fish. Besides, they were never that competent to begin with. Isn't the main focus Herta's safety? Let's not poke our noses into other people's business. Isn't that awesome, job? Our job is to sit here and judge the quality of their work. As for how to get things done, that's for them to worry about. Sure has some bizarre reasoning, but you're spitting facts here. You're absolutely right, bro. But you know what? You spoke my mind. Comments, what is our goal? To rid ourselves of all exilic pests. Good, you pass. Herta was attacked? Anyway, let's go through us and see what's going on. You can fight that beetle again for weekly boss mats. Nice. I'm assuming it's for Ruan Mei or something. Speaking of mats, I still gotta farm stuff for Blade. Whoa. Huh?
Mr. Scrollum, this was a premeditated attack.
Conclusion. Their target was the space station, but their strategies are still unknown to us.
That's right. Which is precisely why we need her. The last to lay eyes on Herta's puppet before the attack was her.
And you are?
This is Dr. Ratio of the Intelligentsia Guild, a delegate from the IPC.
She's only just woken up. Dazed. She may need a few pointers. Ah, we cross paths again. Do you remember me? Of course. Why would you? Memory is such a fickle thing, after all.
Miss Trailblazer, you must have many questions. Please be patient. Aster will explain it all to you.
You probably know the gist of things already. A few system hours ago, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't know the location of the puppet, and we can't pinpoint its signal.
There's no surveillance. Where's Herta right now?
She's away on a visit. This issue didn't seem to trouble her much.
She received an invitation from the IPC before the attack occurred.
Ah, the technology department. Charming little place, isn't it? Madame Yabuli does possess some semblance of competence, but her subordinates? Oh, they're a riot. Brimming with enthusiasm, yet utterly devoid of intellect. It's as if evolution halted prematurely for them. They want to start some new collaborations with Herta, and have graciously extended an invite for me to play the role of science consultant. It's delightfully amusing. I can't wait to witness firsthand how these geniuses from the so-called Super Smart Club squander the IPC's vast resources.
Is that really what they're called?
However, this attack was timed a little too well. I can't help but wonder if someone leaked this information, and the attackers seized the opportunity. Herta's aloof response to these juvenile provocations? Almost as intriguing. What a delightful little puzzle.
I've long heard that you're one of the best researchers in the guild, Dr. Ratio. We are honored to have your assistance.
Save your flattery. Time is hardly a luxury we can squander. To debate the merits of mere mortals in the company of an actual genius? Quite the paradox, if you ask me. Excuse me, you. Tell me, what were you doing the last time you saw that puppet?
Walking the dog of Arlon? Probably running errands for Herta.
Don't play the fool. Think.
I think I was...
Some system hours ago.
Oh, right. I need your help with something else. That curio's gone missing, and I can't just forget about it. Go find it for me when you have the time. I'm sure you can manage that, can't you? Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's alive, but it doesn't have a body. Send me a signal when you see traces of it.
I think she mentioned something important, but I can't remember. If only there were some hints, then maybe...
It's alive, but doesn't have a body.
Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ask Asta if you want someone to help you.
Alright, guess we're asking
My
Asta.
memory's kind of hazy. What did I do after that?
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's alive, but it doesn't have a body. Send me a signal when you see traces of it.
I think she mentioned if only there were some...
Anyway, keep up the good work.
Alright, enter the related memory.
This is what I recall before I met Herta, but I can't remember some of the details. Let me try to remember the conversation with Asta.
A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body. Sorry, but nothing comes to mind. Maybe the researchers at the Departments of Ecology or Insight may have an idea? Hinkle and are around here somewhere. I'd suggest you ask them about it.
Asta seems to have mentioned two names. Two researchers from the Departments of Ecology and Insight.
Those despicable villains are distorting the truth online. Ugh. If I discover who's behind this, they're gonna wish they'd never crossed me.
Asks for clues about the lost curio.
A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body? Isn't that just a jinx? Oh, nowadays people call them wubbaboos?
A wubaboo, that doesn't sound right.
Well, I might be the Department of Ecology head, but I'm not the most knowledgeable person when it comes to curios. Adler would be of more help, but he's been investigating some paranormal phenomenon. I haven't seen him all day.
That's the little kid, isn't it? So not only do I have to find a curio, I have to find a person too.
I must say, it's a little embarrassing for the space station to be in such disarray while guests are visiting. We've been through a huge crisis and are still recovering. But there are some who are trying to exploit the chaos to agitate the workforce. People are growing more and more distrustful of the management here. It's probably turned into a big headache for Asta too. Never mind, I shouldn't be telling you this. It's something that we researchers need to resolve ourselves. Pretend I didn't say anything.
Adler. Right. Then I ran into Arlen. Adler was with him.
Someone from the Tomorrow Insider nearby. Hinko remembering to look for Adler.
It was at... Adler was with Arlen. They were involved in some sort of incident.
What? He went to the scene alone with Peppy? How could you let him?
Calm down, Brother Arlen. I know you're upset.
What are you people up to?
We're walking the dog.
We're having a walk.
Can you get your story straight first?
Like I said, we're walking the dog.
So I'm the dog?
They seem to be hiding something.
Is there something you need?
I'm looking for Adler.
Oh, really? What a coincidence. We're looking for him, too. That kid sure is brave, running straight to the scene on his own.
Scene of what? Is he in danger?
No danger. Of course he's not in danger. Brother Arlen, I can't keep this up anymore.
Can you leave the talking to me next time? Let's walk and talk. Why are you looking for Adler? A lost curio. I see. He'll be able to help. Careful. The fragmentum in this area is very unstable. Over there! As I thought, he's in trouble. Let's go!
Troublesome.
In lunar flame. Blade of moonlight.
Lend me your strength. Time for a buzz. To guard and defend. Crush them. What's in your prescription? Lend me your strength. This is double speed.
Peppy, are you okay?
Are you really the one who knows the most about curios?
That's me. What's up? She wants to ask you something about curios. I'll leave you to it. Adler, Peppy's in your hands now. Oh, about that investigation I asked for.
Don't worry. I think I figured something out. Catch you later. So, which curio do you want to know about?
One that has nobody but is alive.
That's all you got? Too abstract.
That's all Herta said.
Well, there's beauty in the abstract, I guess. Have you asked the Department of Ecology head?
She said it might be a Wubaboo.
She's not wrong. But that doesn't feel entirely right either.
Heard something like that. Also, it's in the.
What did I say?
Huh. Now that you mention it, I have a wild hypothesis. But it needs verifying. Let's call it a day. Wait for me. I'll be in touch.
Adler seems to have gotten a lead, but what was the information I forgot? And from whom?
Due to the presence of certain hazy memories, some content will appear as in conversations as you explore your memories. Using Cognition Chasm has a chance of restoring relevant hazy memories.
Let's go over it from the start. I may have overlooked something. Oh, right. Asta mentioned another name. My memories of Arlen and Adler are hazy. I need to remember the other person Asta mentioned.
A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body. Sorry, but nothing comes to mind. How's it going? Did you find the information you're after? I see. Is that what Hinkle and think? At least that counts as a lead. See? My researchers are pretty outstanding.
Heard you're in trouble.
Just business as usual. Nothing to worry about. Oh. After the Legion's invasion, the space station has been under constant scrutiny. Physical damage can be easily repaired, but it takes a long time to heal the wounds in people's hearts. Some researchers have been questioning the management and security of the space station ever since the invasion. Things had settled down a bit with the reconstruction efforts, but the researchers' disappearances have rattled them again.
Researcher disappearances?
Yes. 4 researchers have inexplicably disappeared in a matter of days. No exit logs, no traces. Vanished. People were just starting to regain their footing after the catastrophe. I didn't want panic to spread, so I suppressed the reports and told the security department to investigate in secret. However, as you can see, it's hard to keep secrets in a sardine can like this. Rebuilding trust is harder than establishing it in the first place. I'm concerned someone's pulling strings to sway public opinion. Anyway, the most important thing is to get to the bottom of the disappearances.
Do you need my help?
That's okay, but thank you for the offer. Aren't you helping Madame Herta with something already? Oh, by the way, I heard about the thing mentioned, and I'll look into it too. I'll find a way to solve the problem for the space station.
So I did consult someone else other than Hinkle. The only thing I remember is that they're from the Department of Insight. The other person should be from the Department of Insight. I need to remember who it is. The other person should be from the Department of Insight. I need to remember who it is. Identifying that person is crucial. It could be the key to making sense of everything.
Let me describe it again in case you... Send me a signal when you see traces of...
I think she mentioned something. If only there were...
Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go...
Hey, what brings you here, Rich? It's been so long.
I'm not that wonderful. I'm just okay.
It's all taken care of. As long as the money's there, it's all good. Here's the account you asked for. It's legit and secure, allowing you to connect straight to the intranet.
Intranet? Look, it's intranet.
Sure. Can I help you with something?
Oh, you flatter me. I'm just a peddler doing a little business on the side. Small scale. Best left under the table. But if you ever make it big in the guild, don't forget your humble friend, okay?
Again? How many times has it been? You're really pushing my buttons.
Here too. My memories are just a jumbled mess of words. Did my memory piece together irrelevant information? Now I remember. The other person is Emily. She was at the base zone. What did Emily say?
I say, what a wonderfully intelligent-looking young lady.
I'm not that wonderful. I'm just okay.
No need to be modest. At my age, you get a feel for intelligence. Though I confess I did hear someone say you were the shining star of the Department of Insight.
Sure. Can I help you with something?
See this material here? People are so inconsiderate. How's someone like me supposed to make out the small print? I'm not getting any younger, and my eyesight is failing. Do you think you can...
Again? How many times has it been? You're really pushing my buttons.
Oh, another smart-looking youngster. Wonderful. It's about time we had some new recruits.
Huh. Asta told you to find me? A curio that doesn't have a body but is alive. Isn't the Department of Ecology full of curio experts? That's got nothing to do with the Department of Insight. However, I've heard of such a species. A colleague who came back from a business trip said that the Cianjo Alliance has life forms like that.
I forgot what they were called.
Don't get me wrong, I was merely relaying information. I didn't mean I'd help you. The atmosphere on the space station has been getting stranger lately. It's risky taking sides.
The Cianjo species Emily mentioned seems to be what inspired Adler.
I think I know what they're talking
The
about.
disappearances Asta mentioned are likely related to Arlen's investigations too. The Cianjo species Emily mentioned seems to be what inspired Adler.
Yeah, the Heliobos. Heliobos, whatever.
I figured you'd come to me to uncover the truth. I'm sorry. The situation is very delicate. I can't say anything except that it's a secret mission.
Just as I thought, I vaguely remember that Arlen said more. It's related to the thing I forgot.
I'm sorry. The situation... How did you know? I see. Could you also tell that Lady Asta was feeling the pressure? I'll be honest with you. It's been tough. The surveillance didn't capture anything regarding the researcher's disappearance. There's only one clue. Adler observed that the automatic fire suppression system was momentarily activated around the time the disappearances occurred. That means that every victim's disappearance was accompanied by some inexplicable fire. When we made visits to the scenes, some of the witness testimony seemed to agree with this. The words they used were spontaneous combustion of the human body.
Have you asked the Department of Ecology head? Huh, she's not...
Huh?
Which one is it? Is it this one?
Huh, she's not...
I heard something like that also is this in the Cianjo Alliance.
That's right! They're called Heliobi. I guess you could say that Wubbaboos and Heliobi are sort of like cousins. Both are types of energy life form. Huh. Now that you mention it, I have a wild hypothesis, but it needs verifying. Let's call it a day. Wait for me. I'll be in touch.
Spontaneous combustion of the human body. That is most likely the truth. I need to go over it from the start, starting with the conversation I had with Herta.
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. Send me a signal when you see...
I think she mentioned some... If only there were some...
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. Send me a signal when you see traces of it.
Energy life form?
That's not the point. I wouldn't be bothering with it if it didn't have something to do with the Genius Society. Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ask Asta if you want someone to help you.
Alright, this is the rest of everything, I guess. Back to the present. Finally.
I commend your stamina for recounting that interminable tale. You must be exhausted. My ears certainly are. So, to sum it up, the last time you laid eyes on Herta was in her office. She sent you on a wild goose chase for some trinket, the curio. after which you knew nothing else until Lady Asta contacted you. If that's the narrative you're sticking to, then indulge me. Who, pray tell, can substantiate this captivating drama?
They think I'm so responsible.
A second-hand account. She wasn't at the scene. Hearsay hardly counts as compelling evidence, now does it?
Affirmation. We can ask Herta herself.
Well, if you lace up those boots and start sprinting now, you might just catch the IPC shuttle in 4 system hours. But as it stands, not a single soul can corroborate her story.
Mr. Ratio, your style of questioning would seem to have a preconceived bias.
Apologies, it's an unfortunate habit of mine. When one is immersed in academic research, skepticism comes far more naturally than belief. It is also the most efficient method, judging from my experience. Seeking answers with a negative hypothesis in mind is still valid research. It can still help us reach the truth. If she is truly innocent, she can clear her name with answers. Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment.
I remember now. Back then...
I don't even know if I selected the right one.
That's enough pretending. Please be quiet. Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment.
It wasn't spontaneous human convention. That was freaking Asta, right? What's this?
I remember now.
That's enough. Based on your story, you
Is
met
it
with
really
Herta
this one?
because
I remember now.
That's enough. Based on your
I'm supposed to defend
If
it?
you knew Herta, then you wouldn't find it weird.
Oh, okay.
Don't interrupt other people. Did no one teach you manners? Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment.
Oh, I'm supposed to go to another one.
And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name. Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she singles out one nameless ordinary curio? It's hard for me to imagine she would treasure one curio so much.
Sure, but you're the one saying the curio in question is ordinary.
Say what you want to say.
A correct observation, if I may add.
Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she singles out...
I doubt Herta is interested in the curio itself.
Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment. And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name. Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet,
I doubt Herta is interested in the curio.
Based on your... And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name.
Herta didn't mention the name of the curio. We were talking about something. However, she did give a thorough description of the curio. I didn't make that up.
True. You wouldn't be able to make that up.
Why do I feel like I'm being looked down on?
And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name.
We went through a huge run and I started recovering, but they're...
I remember now.
That's enough. And the assignment involves.
I literally got no
curio
clue.
that
Like, what?
Doesn't even have a name.
I don't even care.
I remember now.
That's enough. And the assignment. Herta's collection.
Oh my
An endless
gosh.
trove of. And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name.
I remember now.
Yep.
That's enough. And the Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles.
The curio isn't the point. Herta was only addressing it because of its relation to the Genius Society.
I would imagine the curio is the creation of a genius. Affirmation. It holds some special meaning to Herta.
Yes. That seems logically sound. Then you said you asked Asta for help with the lost curio.
I remember now.
That's enough. Then you said you asked Asta for help with the lost curio.
I remember now.
That's enough pretending. Then you, however.
Oh my
she
god.
decided- Then you said, however. Then you said you asked.
I remember now.
I don't feel like
Back
figuring
then-
out any of this.
That's enough pretend. Then you said you.
Yes, to get more information about the curio. I didn't get a direct answer, but Asta recommended I seek out a researcher who could help.
Then you said you asked Asta for help with the lost curio. However, she decided to hold her tongue until now?
I remember now.
That's enough. However, she decided to hold her tongue until.
I remember now.
That's enough pretending. However, she decided to hold her tongue.
I remember now.
That's enough. However,
Really?
Mr. Ratio, it's because...
I'm asking her, Lady Asta. Your testimony went out the window the second you started being secretive. However, she decided to hold her tongue until. So what's the story? Are you full of fanciful fiction? Or is Asta the one hoarding secrets like they're going out of style?
Asta isn't trying to hide anything. It's because of her position. Some things shouldn't be said in the open.
What could be more important than Herta's safety?
I agreed for Mr. Ratio to become involved in this. I should consider him one of us. It's okay. You can tell him.
So what's the story? Are you full of fanciful?
I remember now.
That's enough. So what's the story?
Oh my
Are
gosh.
you full of fanciful fiction?
The space station has been very distrustful of its higher management ever since the Antimatter Legion's invasion. Another severe incident would further intensify suspicion and cause great internal strife.
Oh. So that explains why Lady Asta approved of my participation. After all, the Intelligentsia Guild's representative wouldn't be linked to the space station, but would still share the IPC's position. They wouldn't be partial to anyone, but would still act for the space station's benefit. Two birds with one stone. Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, I've heard the responsibility of sorting out that mess has been thrust upon Arlen, head of the security department.
Yes, I ran into Arlen when looking for Adler.
Adler?
A level 2 researcher. According to the Department of Ecology head, he knows more about curios than anyone else. He happened to be helping Arlen investigate the disappearances.
Well, did he enlighten you?
Adler seemed to have had an idea at the time, but he never contacted me again.
Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, I've heard the responsibility of...
I remember now.
That's enough. Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, clearly, though. It bears no connection to Herta's puppet being attacked.
No connection? I disagree. There should be evidence linking them together. If I review a certain record...
Clearly, though, it bears no connection to Herta's puppet being attacked.
No. If I recall correctly, Asta said, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't know the location of the puppet, and we can't pinpoint its signal. don't know the location. Isn't that the same as missing?
She did say that. But then what? You need to provide evidence to show incidents are linked.
There should be evidence. Arlen discovered something odd when he was investigating the disappearances. The space station's automatic fire suppression system was momentarily activated around the time the disappearances happened. Arlen mentioned that each victim disappeared due to spontaneous combustion.
Huh. But there are no signs of a fire anywhere in the space station.
That's what's so odd about it. But this information has an additional layer of importance. This may not be direct evidence, but if the system also recorded the fire suppression system activating when the puppet was attacked, then there's ample evidence to indicate that these two cases are linked.
Oh my gosh, thank God I'm done with that.
If these two incidents were caused by the same person, then the suspicion put on you would decrease, provided that this fire suppression record does exist in the system.
We'll see in the main control room. Let's go. Huh? What was that?
She's here, she's here, she's here. Who? The big shot. Big shots. Alright, another thing?
Harrider Newsflash. This is an urgent broadcast. I repeat, this is an urgent broadcast. News has finally emerged regarding the attack on Madame Herta. The Annihilation Gang has claimed responsibility for the incident and warned of further activity. The Guild has expressed utmost condemnation.
The gods of the starry skies have abandoned the world. They give no thought to the masses. Only the wounded savior can bathe the world in the firelight of destruction. Yet always there are cowards trying in vain to reject their favor and escape the wounds. Flee then. Flee as far as you can. No matter the distance, annihilation will find you.
This is...
A declaration of war, and an announcement of what's to come. They have set their sights on you. The Legion's impact remains, and the Annihilation Gang is already paying a visit. It almost seems like this space station is more suited for the path of destruction than erudition.
This Duke Inferno Ifrit is a life form that hails from Fatora, a world long since destroyed. His race, the ever-burning fire demons, regard Nanook as their emperor and savior, but the Eon has never cast their gaze upon them.
A group of pitiful lunatics. I like Dr. Primitive's assessment of them. The value Nanook sees in the Annihilation Gang is perhaps far less than one might see in a child who deliberately broke a vase. The fire demons have a cruel temper and instinctively ignite and destroy items. Ifrit is particularly evil and cruel, even among his kin. The Everflame mansion he heads is even the arch-enemy of the Japella Brotherhood, despite both groups belonging to the Annihilation Gang.
Japella Brotherhood? I've heard that name somewhere.
On the Stellaron Hunters wanted posters, they stand accused of inciting the Japella Rebellion, the uprising that caused the downfall of the Brotherhood.
I remember that. That was in the Kafka trailer, right? The second one? Or at least the second Sigmanic one.
The Japella Palace crumbled in the scorching flames, and Ifrit's power has grown by the day ever since. Would you believe it would be merely a coincidence? Something similar is about to happen here. Spontaneous combustion? For him, it's as routine as me finding fault in everything. The disappearance of researchers and the puppet were all part of the plan. And after that, that video will soon circulate. And this station's fate? Flames. Nothing but flames.
The destruction of trust.
I'm afraid more than trust will be destroyed here. You need to start acting now if you want to survive. You, come with me. You have a superior strategy? Pray tell, do we set the two of them loose, turning whispered fears into full-blown pandemonium?
If we did that, we'd be at a disadvantage. I'll stay here and try to contain the news as best I can. Please, investigate the issue quickly.
Where there are people, there is noise.
Okay, so this is the actual story quest. I'll probably do the rest of the story quest tomorrow. But thank you guys for coming by, and see you guys later.